stood up too fast. You probably know that feeling when you suddenly get up from bed, and everything goes dark for a moment, your head spins, your vision blurs. This is called orthostatic hypotension. When you lie or sit, your blood is evenly distributed throughout your body. But as soon as you stand up abruptly, gravity pulls some of the blood down into your legs, and your brain doesn't get enough oxygen for a few seconds. Normally, special receptors in your neck and heart react instantly. Your blood vessels constrict, your pulse quickens, and your blood pressure stabilizes. But if this mechanism reacts too slowly or poorly, your blood pressure drops sharply, and you experience dizziness, ringing in your ears, blurred vision, or even a brief loss of consciousness. Doctors often see everyday cases like this. Someone stands up too quickly in the shower, falls, and gets a serious head injury, or an elderly person loses balance and breaks a hip. How to avoid it? Get up slowly. First, sit for 10 to 20 seconds before standing. Before getting up, flex your feet a few times. This helps push blood up from your legs. Drink plenty of water, especially in hot weather. And if dizziness happens often, see a doctor and get checked. Next time you're tempted to jump up and run, remember, a few seconds of patience can save you from a painful accident. Held in a sneeze. Seems harmless. You feel a sneeze coming on, but there are people around. Embarrassing, right? So you pinch your nose and hold it in. The problem is, a sneeze is one of the body's most powerful reflexes. The air shoots out of your lungs at speeds up to 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers per hour. If you block its exit, all that pressure goes inward. At that moment, the pressure in your nasal passages and blood vessels can spike several times above normal. The result? A burst eardrum, a nosebleed, or in severe cases, ruptured blood vessels in the brain. Sounds like an urban legend, but it's real. In the UK, a man once held in a sneeze and tore his throat. The trapped air went under his skin, and his neck started to swell like a balloon. If he hadn't called an ambulance quickly, he could have suffocated. So the rule is simple: let yourself sneeze. Yes, it's loud. Yes, sometimes awkward. But trust me, a few seconds of embarrassment is better than a trip to the emergency room. Cracked the neck. Many people love that sound, turning your head until it cracks. It feels satisfying, like the tension's gone. But that crack is actually just tiny gas bubbles popping in your joint fluid. Usually that's harmless, unless you twist your neck too forcefully. Then you risk damaging the vertebral arteries, which run alongside your spine and supply blood to your brain. This injury is called a vertebral artery dissection. The artery tears slightly, a clot forms, and it can lead to a stroke, even in young, healthy people. In the US, a 20-year-old man used to crack his neck often. One day he did it too sharply, felt a headache, and within hours was hospitalized with a stroke. He lost sensation in one arm and leg and spent months recovering, all because of a seemingly harmless habit. Doctors advise, if your neck feels stiff, stretch gently or move slowly. Don't force the crack. The pleasant sensation lasts a second, but the consequences could last a lifetime. Choked on water. What could possibly happen from a simple sip of water? A lot, actually. When water accidentally goes down your windpipe instead of your esophagus, your body reacts with coughing and spasms. Usually, it clears up fast, but in rare cases, even a small sip can have serious results. Why is it dangerous? Water can block the airways, and a strong spasm of the throat can lead to choking. If some of it enters the lungs, it can cause aspiration pneumonia, an inflammation common among the elderly. Every year in the US, dozens of deaths occur simply because someone choked while drinking or eating. In 2016, a man drank water after a workout, choked, fainted from the spasm, and died before help arrived. Choking happens more easily when you drink while lying down or walking. Your body can't coordinate swallowing and breathing properly. So here's the takeaway. Don't rush, don't drink lying down, and never talk with your mouth full. Even something as ordinary as water isn't always as harmless as it looks. Held your breath too long. We've all tried it, holding our breath underwater to see who lasts longer. Seems fun, but it's actually dangerous. When you hold your breath, oxygen levels in your blood drop while carbon dioxide rises. Normally, the buildup of CO2 is what makes you want to breathe again. But here's the risky trick. If you take several deep breaths beforehand, called hyperventilation, your CO2 level drops, delaying the urge to breathe, even though oxygen is still running out. That means you can pass out suddenly without warning. This is known as shallow water blackout. It happens most often to swimmers and divers. In 2015, an American athlete was training in a pool, lost consciousness, and drowned, right in front of his coach and teammates, who didn't realize what was happening until it was too late. The world record for holding one's breath is over 11 minutes. But that's under medical supervision, using special techniques. For most people, even 2 to 3 minutes can be deadly. 8. Raw food. Sushi, rare steaks, raw eggs. For many people, it's delicious and trendy. But raw food is a gamble. It can contain parasites and bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, Listeria, or tapeworms. The results can range from mild food poisoning to severe illness. Salmonella causes diarrhea and dehydration, while parasites can live inside you for years. One case in China involved a man whose body was infested with dozens of tapeworms, all because he frequently ate raw fish. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, millions of intestinal infections each year are linked to raw or undercooked food. In Japan, where eating raw fish is part of the culture, the seafood is strictly inspected and frozen at precise temperatures to kill parasites. But at home, we can't guarantee the same safety. So the conclusion is simple. Sometimes it's better to cook your food thoroughly. Sure, the taste of a rare steak is special, but your health is worth a lot more.